have the ladies ask the questions and then najua hapa kwa line ya kwanza pia mikono ni mingi, but kindly my request, let us try and ask one question only. Kuna mtu ninaangalia pale. We only ask one question, and I am sure a lot of the questions have also been asked and already answered. Sawa sawa. Aya, wacha nimalize na hawa wili, then I come to the ladies.
Yes, my name is Justus Kimtai Chemaluk. I'm the neighbor of a member of parliament from Keses. I'm from Tindred, and hopefully the incoming member of parliament Tindred constituency. So my question is, as you know that this country, many things are being run by the political alignment. And you know, the William Samoei Ruto is the custodian of this vision 2060. Is that clear? Is that in order? So, because it is William Ruto who is coming up with this vision, many people are asking questions. For example, only one question. Is this might be a political card to settle political, to settle his political ambitions towards 2027? Because you know what is the politics of this country is. See, I can explain in Kiswahili that unajua sasile wamekuja na kadi mingi. Walikuja na kadi ya kwanza, wakakuja na ile ya Singapore. Maybe haiku NASA. Wakaenda tena wakafikiria ni gani inaweza NASA wa Kenya. Je, tunauliza hii inaweza kuwa ni ile kadi yenye mnasema ni gani inaweza kuwa ina NASA? Wacha tuweke kadi ya 2060 tuone kama inaweza NASA. Because Kenya are excited people. Even though tunauliza. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And just as before you take, just for your information, today Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Badi said that this is not President Ruto's push, but then the country's push. Thus are his words. And according to him, even beyond 2032, he will be. But then we'll be getting more from the experts. Yes, continue.
My name's Mbehi David, the chairman of Mashinani Youth Kazi Delivery Movement, a movement with a national structure and command whose main objective is to economically empower you all through public projects. But since there's a lot of skepticism or pessimism around this conversation, allow me to comment and to give you my opinion as a youth leader. The conversation on the national conversation on Kenya beyond Vision 2030 is a conversation we should all participate in and contribute to, because it is a conversation that should allow us to leapfrog from developing to developed status. And development is not just a destination, it's a journey as well. And you don't have to get to the destination for you to enjoy the benefits of the journey. You first have to decide to participate. And as you participate, you have these kind of conversations. And why I think we will get there before any other country is because we have very good intervention points, such as the National Infrastructure Fund, which, in my opinion, would help us solve our three biggest economic problems at a go. The first one is how our economy is structured. We are an exporter of raw commodities and an importer of finished products, which leads to the second problem, which is we have trade and payment deficits, which leads to the third problem, where we have fiscal deficits, which allows us to borrow. With the National Infrastructure Fund, we will be able to solve all these problems because first, debt will be removed from the balance sheet equation. And secondly, we'll be able to invest in infrastructure through investments and not through equity and not debt. And lastly, as these infrastructures mature, we will be able to move into manufacturing and solve the second and first problem at a go. So let's be optimistic, young people, and let's have conversations that can push this country forward. And lastly, as I close, Singapore in 1960 had a 30-year plan that was broken down into 5-year projects. And they didn't have to wait for the 30-year plan to end for them to enjoy the full benefits. Right now, they are a high-tech country that manufactures high-tech products that exports to all the countries in the world.
Right.
So let's be optimistic, young people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. I think now I'll come to the ladies first.
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Salome Aworth. I work with Dorcas Creation Kenya, an organization that works with women, and we do economic empowerment with them. And my question is about the SDGs. How is the universal coverage be strengthened in 2026 from the experiences of 2020, from 2060, the vision of 2060? How is it going to be strengthened from the experience of the 2030 vision? Thank you.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
let's pass it to the next lady. Oh, sorry. Paul.
Hi. So my name is Christine, and mine is just a simple question. I know we've had a conversation around public participation and involving the normal mwananchi, yeah? But then again, my question would be, how are we going to make sure that we are not just consulting the normal mwananchi into how we want it to look? How do we include them in them influencing the transformation that we are aiming to achieve? I mean, in the spirit of being optimistic and, you know, embracing this Vision 2060. Yeah. So how do we intend to involve the normal mwananchi in these transformations? Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Ya kusema pole.
My name is James Mutua. I'm the chairman Aboard First Kenya, an organization that is centered and fostered to realize the inclusion of persons with disabilities. As I was going through the Vision 2030, I realized that the people living with disabilities have been left out big time. And my question to the panelists here, as we approach the Vision 2060, or even as you're starting these talks, how are you going to make it favorable for the persons with disability, for them to be part of this talk, for them to be figured in the whole in the whole conversation, and also as we move forward to being the industrialized country that we are aiming to be, how are we going to be so as we also factor in the PWDs in our communities?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. My mother called me Vincent Maina in 1993, meaning I'm a youth, 33 years old. For what I do in my community, I'm named Ojwang Mtoto wa Mariam. I am the author of Believe Become, a book that talks about self-transformation and the power of the will. This will is also touching on goodwill, something that we are lacking here. The two speakers before me have addressed or asked about the issue of inclusivity. I want to ask about the issue of accountability and sustainability. If you look at the Vision 2030 and the things that are there in the medium-term development plans that have been there, education has been one key area, but education before 2008 was cheaper or more affordable than today's education. 2, on socio-economic, we are talking about a universal health coverage. People today are suffering more in terms of healthcare. Yes, we have immunization, but we also have enforced vaccinations for a lot of things and selling fear to the masses for them to be vaccinated on different things that they want us to buy vaccines from. So we want to know, on issue of accountability, we are now revolving around a place where fisi ndio inaongoza mkutano wa kondoo. And this fisi has not been having goodwill to ensure that sheria zenye ziko zinasaidia kuleta sustainability. The president we are having today is the same president who keeps praising the gains of the regime of our former president, Mwai Kibaki. But he's easily and daily ensuring that he's eroding all that, from the public trusts to the structures set for all these things that we are asking for. On matters sustainability, then how are we going to ensure that we as Kenyans, not the president who will come after 2027, are going to have sustainability of this vision that we are asking to have, now that we are saying inatoka kwa mdomo wa fisi kielekea kwetu sisi kondoo.
All right.
Asante sana.
All right.
We'll pick that last one, then we can have the answers of the questions, and then wrap it up. Yes, continue.
Thank you very much. My name is Andrew Kandie. I'm a youth leader from Baringo County. I want to, first of all, thank the panelists for their input this evening, and say they are people who, like, when I think about it, they are taking us to Singapore. So, so my question is to the Honorable Member of Parliament, CPA Julius, like the issue of public participation. Is it in the pipeline that it should be enacted as a law in Parliament, or what do you think about it? And I must say the Vision 2060 is a very brilliant idea. As a young person, I'm very happy that the President came with this idea that we talk as a nation about our current affairs and where we are going and where we are moving to. Thank you very much and good night.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Back to you, Stan. Sijui hata mimi niulize yangu tu iende kiendaga.
Unaweza uliza.
Because I think I want to throw a spanner in the works by saying this. So it's very clear that Kenya does not have a problem of ideas or visions. The problem, some might argue, has been implementation. Some argue that it is not implementation, that it is consistency. Okay. Some argue it is not consistency, it is consequences, where we all agree on the consequences. There are no consequences for the lack of implementation or consistency. So instead of coming up with a new vision, can we just kill all of them and then we set up a whole panel to come up with a paper on consequences, and then that is it? Nimemaliza.
Interesting, right there. Okay, I think I should actually start with you on that one. What he suggests, but as well as what they have talked about and what